I'm Zealand Turner. I'm the Director of School Communications here at the Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School. I'm here with
Emmi, Thurston,
and
Danielle, Kennedy.
They are both customer service and engagement specialists here at PALCS, and this is Winging It. All right, info sessions. Tell me about them. What is happening? What do you do?
Yeah, so we host them once a month for now, but we are going to schedule some more because there's a lot of families. We need more. We're busy. It's 6 p.m. on a Monday night, and we open it up with a short presentation, and we introduce ourselves, and then we open up a Q&A, and you can ask all the questions that you have.
With our info sessions, we do have a lot of our school leaders, principals that attend. So elementary, middle, and high school, at least one of our principals is there, so that's lovely. Special education,
school counseling, everyone.
Yeah, anyone who can
Student
attend.
services.
CPFA, USP, anyone who can attend. And yeah, we kind of just open it up. If me and Emmi can answer the question, we'll answer. If anyone can provide more details on it or specific to a certain grade, we want them to get the best answers. And if our principals can provide that or a supervisor, anyone.
Is there any follow-up after the info session?
Yes. So we will follow up with everyone who attended, just being like, thanks again. You know, if there's any other questions, feel free to reach out to us. We'll connect you. If there's anything specific, we'll connect you.
And then we also follow up with the people who registered and didn't show up because we also want to make sure that, you know, if they have questions and they couldn't make it, that we answer those. So.
Again, 6 p.m. on a Monday is not everyone's just...
No.
Which I can understand.
But our plan is to have a lunch hour one.
Ooh, I love that.
So maybe like, you know, in between the two Monday evening ones, we'll have a lunch hour on like a Wednesday or Thursday so that more people can come.
Yeah, we were talking about a couple dates.
Yeah.
Like to have a lunch hour and then maybe like a mid-afternoon. And then allowing also, you know, anyone in the school as well who is like, hey, I want to jump on.
Yeah.
Whether that is, you know, our missions team, orientation team, anyone who's available that just wants to jump on and could provide any more info, we're like, yeah.
What if someone wants to chat with you one-on-one and doesn't want to be in a group setting, or they just know, like, I've got a laundry list of questions?
Yeah, you can email info@palcs.org, and it's going to both of us, so we will reach out. Or you can ask a question on the website, and that also goes to our inbox. Or when you download an info packet, we also follow up with everybody. And then, you know, we can schedule a phone call or a Zoom meeting or whatever makes you comfortable.
So you do Zoom meetings with people as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they would like.
That's cool. It sounds almost like you're making friends.
Kind of.
Can I schedule a meeting?
You absolutely can. You can schedule as many as you want to.
You'll be amazed how many friends we've made. Everyone's so sweet, so welcoming to hear what we have to say, and we hear a little bit on their side what's going on and see how, you know, a cyber education can be a good fit for them.
Let's talk about enrollment. So tell us a little bit about the enrollment process here. Is it a certain time of year? Are there any cutoffs? Let's start there.
Right now it is open up to everybody.
What's everybody?
K through 12.
Okay.
So even if you're a graduate
resident.
A PA resident,
K through 12.
And K is kindergarten. So you even started kindergarten with online school.
Yes. And even if you're a graduating senior, it's still open up to you as well. Usually we have a cutoff in November, but we decided to open it up to everybody this year.
Okay.
Usually there is a cutoff around April to May just because it's so close to the end of the school year.
And we want to make sure you have an opportunity to graduate.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So the enrollment process is quick and easy, as long as you have all of your documents, which you could see on our website. As long as you upload everything and you complete the application, one of our amazing admissions reps will be in contact with you within 24 hours. And then you get scheduled for an orientation. You get to chat with an orientation rep for about a 45-minute to an hour presentation. Mm-hmm. And then you are onboarded for 2 days?
Yes. Once you complete, so for anyone interested, once you complete orientation, that means you are completely enrolled with PALCS. Some may think once you download all the documentations that, oh, I'm enrolled. But once that orientation is complete, you'll be officially enrolled and then go on to your 2-day onboarding. just, to make sure students feel comfortable, feel ready to start classes, all the above.
So they're not just being given a computer and then jumping right into class the next day.
Yep. We introduce them to their programs slowly so that they feel confident on their first day of class.
We do try to make sure all students receive their laptops before that orientation date.
You're giving away laptops?
Oh, yeah.
Not technically giving away, but any student that enrolls, you will receive a laptop, headset, and printer.
And our elementary students receive like handwriting activities or like printed things so that they can work on, their letters and things like that.
We will provide any material throughout the year. There, of course, is a lot of online textbooks or things of that nature. But if there are students that prefer a physical book or want a physical workbook or anything, we will be able to provide that.
Science kits.
Yeah.
Science kits.
Art material.
Art.
Music material.
Nice.
Reading books.
Okay.
Anything that's needed, we will help provide. All they really need to focus on is just the documentations that's needed for that.
For enrollment.
Yeah, but that, other than that, everything else is on our end that we'll help with.
Can anyone get in touch with you throughout the enrollment process if they just feel comfortable and they're like, wait, Emmi, Danielle?
It happens all the time.
Yes.
Okay.
They always come back with their questions, and now that we're friends,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, I'm gonna reach out to Danielle. And if they have any questions throughout the entire enrollment process, we can connect them with anyone they need. So we can see who their admissions rep is, who the orientation rep is, get them in contact with the principal if needed.
At what point in this enrollment process do families typically engage with you? Like, where do you fit in that process?
Kind of just that initial step of giving them info to the school, and then once it's fully, okay, I'm going to enroll, that's kind of when it goes past us. But more of just that general knowledge information, like when they first are looking.
Like if someone rings the doorbell,
yes,
you're the ones
We're
opening
answering the door.
Because there's some people that
exactly
jump on. That's a good
yeah, I like that.
There's some people that just there's some people that just know they want to come here, done their research and don't need to talk to us, that they just start the enrollment process.
They're just give me the packet.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Like I'm ready to go.
So that we may not talk to them in that sense, but if they have maybe a question throughout the enrollment process, it might get passed on to us just to, give them any more info. But as long as anyone who didn't start an application yet is really just looking for general knowledge or just wanting to talk to someone about the school,
Ask questions.
yep, that's where we come in.
I like to call it pre-enrollment.
That's a good word.
So before you submit your application, we're your people.
When they start the enrollment process, like Emmi said, they might come back and say, I have one more question, or I can't get in touch with anyone. We'll just be that guide for them.
Can people cold call you, or do they have to go through the website, or what?
Yeah. They can call us 610-701-3333. Yes, 4 3s. And you can either listen to our auto receptionist and select what you want, or you can press in our extension 1212.
And that goes to both of us.
I love that.
Yeah.
Enrollment is open right now. Is it the current school year or is it next school year?
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As of right now, all grade levels are still welcome to enroll with the knowledge of, if you're in 12th grade, there is graduation requirements. So again, still no deadline, but we do be mindful of that. And then our 26-27 application is open. It's been open, I think.
As of January 5th,
Yes.
it's open.
For next school year.
For next school year.
So you can
anyone-
enroll now for next school year.
Yes.
I believe when you start the application, you just have to, there's a choice. If you want
Drop
25,
down.
26.
Like a school choice?
Yeah.
A school.
Look what you did there.
I'm on a roll
Full circle.
I'm on a roll today.
But if you do apply for next school year, so 2026, 2027, you probably won't hear from us until after our graduation. So our graduation, I believe, is June 13th.
Yes.
13th.
Do you get a confirmation message? What are we talking?
So yes, you will be informed that you started, we received your application, or excuse me, our team has received our application, but from my knowledge, we will not per se start orientations until the summertime.
Yes.
Okay.
So with that, students aren't technically enrolled with PALCS until that orientation. So once graduation ends, that's when our admissions team will kind of just reach out scheduling that orientation. But we will talk to them to make sure we have the documentations, you know, they'll kind of just be set. If they start now, they'll kind of just be set till June, and then orientation, onboarding, and then they'll be ready to go in August.
Okay, but their application will be submitted.
Yes.
They'll be ready to rock and roll.
Yes.
Head right into orientations.
Yep.
Can they talk to you if they have applied for next school year? And it's still winter time, so they haven't had their orientations. What if they have some questions? They just want to feel ready. They want to feel outside. Can they talk to you?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Literally anyone can talk to us. Even if it's not our realm, we'll still talk to you.
If we don't know the answer, we'll figure it out.
Or we'll connect you as needed to anyone in the school. We're what did I used to say? I said we were like the bridge to everyone in PALCS. Like,
Yeah.
it starts with us, and then we'll branch you out from there if needed.
We're the first point of contact, but we can hand you off to anybody.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had a record number of enrollments this year. Tell us about that.
Yeah, enrollment has just been really, really great this year. I mean, I've been here for 2 years and kind of started this role more so, I guess, last year fully. But I think when I started, we were at like a crisp 3,000 students, and now we're over 3,300, which is crazy. This year in particular, we're surpassing most of our numbers from last year.
And it's only January.
Yeah. And we even have a good amount for next year. So like we're getting this year's January, and then those who are applying for next year, we're seeing their enrollments as well.
So what I'm hearing is, since you started in this role talking to our prospective families, our enrollments have skyrocketed.
We've noticed, you know, everything's just been going up. Like all our numbers are up. And usually around this time is kind of when, you know, people are traveling. Yeah, people are traveling. People are going away, holidays. So we're like, oh, we won't be busy. Oh, we came back from like winter break per se. Wait, we were busy.
Yeah.
I've heard some rumors that cyber charter schools in Pennsylvania are all closing. Is that true for us?
That is not true
No.
at all.
That's a big fat lie.
That's the furthest from the truth.
Tell me about it. We're growing.
We're growing,
Yes.
and not only that, but we have been so stable since the beginning. So, I mean, we are the OG. So, you know, we have been
What does Niche say? Niche.com?
We are
the number
Are we number one?
number
I feel like
one
we're number one.
cyber
know
charter school
a
in
lot of
Pennsylvania.
number ones in there. Number one teachers, number
Mhm.
one high school,
Yeah.
number one middle school,
Online,
Yeah.
number one middle school
Number one
teachers.
online.
public,
Yeah.
cyber charter school. Yeah.
No big deal.
No
I
big
don't
deal.
teach, but I am a part of the team.
Yeah, you are.
And you're just as important.
I know, sorry.
If I had a star, I'd give it to you.
Wow.
So what is it like to enroll at PALCS in the middle of a school year for the current school year?
Yeah.
How does that even work?
I know it can be scary, but it's actually a really easy process. You fill out the application. You submit all your documents as you would with any other, you know, enrollment process. And then your current school, we just ask that you do not withdraw them from your current school, just in case there's a delay in enrollment and you have to deal with, you know, truancy. That
We
whole
don't want
thing.
any unnecessary absence on the student.
And then it's just kind of like any other enrollment. We will work with your current report card and transcript to match you with classes here at PALCS that you were taking at your previous school. So you'll be able to speak with a counselor to kind of craft your schedule. And then you get shipped your laptop, printer, all your materials, and then go through orientation, onboarding, and it's quick and easy.
Pretty much you would do the same thing as you would do in the beginning of the year. It might just be a little more quicker because, you know, it's mid-year and parents want to, you know, get enrolled as soon as possible. And typically, like, that's very much possible for us to do it a little quicker because a lot of times people who are mid-year transferring, they have all their documentation that they're like, oh, I'm ready, I just need to start enrollment.
Yeah.
And then once we receive all that documentation, the quicker we get the documentations, the quicker like that process could go. Especially for mid-year, it for the most part, like if parents have everything
Yeah.
ready to go, we can get them ready by within the end of the week, within the middle of the week.
So, like, what are some of the most common themes that you see or hear when you're talking to families considering coming to PALCS? What are some of the reasons they're coming?
A lot of times it could be just, anxieties going in person. It could be that they're traveling or intense training.
Yeah.
Practices are in the morning. Yeah.
I notice a lot is students who aren't challenged enough.
Yes.
So, they're
like
they've
hitting the
reached
ceiling.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're hitting the ceiling. They've reached their, maximum
Full potential.
Right,
At
their
school.
school. And then they come here for, a little bit more of a challenge in certain areas. It doesn't have to be like all classes, but we have some students that are very, very proficient in, STEM, math, science, the arts as well.
We offer those two programs, our two hybrid programs, University Scholars and Center for Performing Arts. That also, I feel like, opens a lot of students' eyes, being like, well, and it doesn't have to be the reason they come, but, maybe they want to focus on their musician courses that they want to hone in and by going to CPFA or doing something in that realm. And then, maybe students that need that more challenge, that like honors, AP, they might not be doing it. Our USP program kind of offers a bit more challenge.
This is just a curiosity for me, but what grades are more common for people to enroll in?
No, that's a great question. I've noticed a lot of high school mid-year, if that makes sense. So a lot of the mid-year transfer, I noticed a lot of high school, maybe like 11th, 12th grade, just, maybe trying to finish up the year, finish up high school. I will say middle school is a very popular one. I think our most enrolled students are high school, and then teetering below is middle school. But it is a good mix. There is a good mix. I think with elementary, a lot of people might think like it's online, my kid's 5.
Right.
How are they supposed to be online all day? So I understand like looking at it, it's scary, but once you kind of hear everything, it makes a little more sense. But I think with elementary families, it's just a small concern because they're so little. It's like, what are they going to do on?
And I have been talking to a lot of prospective kindergarten parents. So they've been doing their research years in advance to kind of like weigh their options and look at different cyber, environments in schools and things like that. So I would say like I speak to a lot of high school families, but then I feel like right under that would be like kindergarten, especially for next school year.
It's fun.
I think for elementary school, what I've noticed is it actually ends up feeling a lot like an in-person experience, except the teacher is on your screen. You're comfortable, you're at home, you're in your like natural habitat. Let's say you have your learning coach, whether it be your parent, your grandparent, someone that comes and takes care of you. So really it feels like kind of a softer landing into the school system if you get to do kindergarten, first grade, second grade at home with all of your comforts, with all of your supports right there with you.
Yeah. And they can still socialize, on Zoom with their classmates. We also have a lot of in-person opportunities as well, where they can meet, their classmates and their teachers and make friends. So it's not like you're completely isolated from your school and your class.
Right.
You're there. You're with your classmates online. You can see them in Zoom.
And I will say our elementary principals are amazing, and they do a great job keeping the kids connected, keeping them engaged, keeping them just socialized. I think it's like once a month. Our elementary principal will have like a day in the month that they're just celebrating whoever's birthdays in that month. So like for this month, they'll celebrate whoever's in January. And yes, that's on Zoom, like a little gathering, but it's still nice to like still have that opportunity that your teacher acknowledges your birthday, your classmates. Because I feel like that was my favorite part of school was bringing in the cupcakes and whatnot.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. I loved bringing in cupcakes to class.
Don't the principals also do story time?
Yes.
Yeah, they
I believe
do.
it's every Friday or every 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah, they do. I think they, for elementary especially, I think they do an amazing job keeping kids engaged and
like some
comfortable.
lunchtime activities where they can kind of socialize with each other.
Yeah. And like Emmi mentioned, we will have, in-person field trips throughout the whole state that every student in every area can have the opportunity to go. We will have our annual events, like our back to school event.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Oh my gosh.
And in both sides of the state, our Westchester and Pittsburgh side. And then we have our family ambassadors that, you know, are always looking for new events. I know they have study buddies, movie nights, and things of that nature.
Yeah, they plan activities in their region so that, you know.
Which is sprinkled all over the state.
all over. Yeah.
And a lot of them are PALCS parents themselves. So they're just always that connection to talk to new parents coming in, make them feel lovely and welcomed and all that. Yeah. With the new application starting, we have added our t-shirt size. So every student gets a t-shirt.
Okay, so it's like a regular school.
Yes. And then, you know, we also have other items that if teachers are having events or if we're going anywhere in person that we can have like cute little fun.
I saw that you had some
crossbody
fanny packs.
Fanny packs.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Fanny packs.
Really
we
cute.
have tumblers. I know this is not a Stanley, but it looks exactly like a Stanley. It has PALCS. It has a little backpack.
Don't we have a hat?
We got a hat.
We have an Eagles plushie.
Little plushy, little keychain, little eagle with little baldy.
Little baldy. We got stickers.
We got stickers.
Stickers. We got
Speaking of stickers.
Stickers galore.
Holographic stickers.
We need more stickers, I
We
think.
do.
We have pennants too.
Yeah.
We have sunglasses.
So we're cute. We got stuff.
Yeah, and
for
if you
school.
decide to come to the events, you can get some yourself.
And you know,
That's cute.
I have gotten requests from parents just being like, "I love PALCS so much. We'll rep them. We'll support them. Is there any like items that we can get sent?" Because at first we were a little low on our swag, but we were building it up, and now we're built up more.
We're cute.
It's impressive, to be honest.
How would you describe yourself? One word.
Enthusiastic.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Enthusiastic.
You are very enthusiastic. You're the most enthusiastic person I know. I would say I'm hardworking. Is that there's a dash.
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Thank you.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple.
Did you guys know that about each other?
Yeah. Well, okay.
I feel like I've said it a lot.
You are. Yeah. I go between lilac and sage green.
Okay.
50-50 equally.
Okay.
Love that.
But specifically lilac.
Okay.
Okay.
I just said purple.
As you should.
What if I said purple?
You're lying.
Twinsies.
She's lying.
I would have thought
Favorite food?
potatoes in multiple different forms. That's not true though, because I also like mac and cheese and I love steak. I love steak so much. I would say steak. I'm indecisive. That's the word I'm gonna say to describe myself.
Pizza.
Is cereal soup?
Yeah.
No, it's cold.
What's that thing that people
Super hot.
say?
Gazpacho?
Oh, excuse me.
Isn't it like every food is either a soup, a sandwich, or something else? Cereal's absolutely a soup. Absolutely.
Finish this sentence. The best snack is...
Cheez-Its. I know you can't have it.
The best snack is...
The extra.
You're supposed to finish it and not repeat it.
Oh. Granola.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Why, Danielle? Explain it.
I sit with you all the time.
What do I do all day?
She eats canola to stay healthy.
I eat the almond vanilla granola from Wegmans.
Would you ever put that in like a yogurt? If you wanted to, you don't have to. Just
Yeah,
curious.
I have to be in the mood for yogurt though.
That's
I
fair.
can't just eat a cup of yogurt out of nowhere.
But you would put granola on it.
Sure would. With almonds, extra almonds on top.
Okay, why is it okay to put granola on yogurt, but not cereal on milk?
Don't call me out like that.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to talk about this afterwards because they're two different things. There was a student I spoke to maybe last year, and she's like, "Yeah, you know, I go here, but I take some classes at community college so I can have some credits when I go to college. On the side, I do these crafts and I sell them." And I'm like, "That's awesome." And she
Yeah.
was like maybe in 8th, 9th grade, like she's still very young, and I was just like what they're able to do with the time going to school, having that flexibility, and then having time to think of other things. I feel like it's great. I feel like if they don't go to college, if they go to college, they just they know what they want to do.
I love that.
And I will say, like, from my personal experience, I graduated high school 10 years ago. So I also, I know, it's weird. I wasn't aware of, like, a cyber environment as well. And I absolutely would have thrived in something like PALCS because I had a lot of chronic illnesses and medical issues that made me miss a lot of school. And it put me behind. And I wish that I had the ability to do my classes from home.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish that I had the flexibility of PALCS to, our kids don't have to be logged on from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
They have their live classes that are set throughout the week where they only have to be on Zoom for 45 minutes to an hour at a time, a couple times a week for their classes. And it absolutely would have helped me to have the flexibility to do my work when I was feeling good.
Yeah.
And I will say that I've talked to a lot of parents this school year who have kids dealing with the same thing. They, they're at the doctors all the time and they're having a bad day where they're in a lot of pain and not feeling well. And this gives them the opportunity to keep up with their schoolwork and not have to worry about falling behind and missing class. Because for me, when I missed a lot of school, my anxiety got worse, which made it harder for me to go back. This gives students who may be dealing with that type of situation, kind of the flexibility to thrive and not fall behind.
And PALCS has been here for over 20 years, so that's where I'm like, wow, like I really just wasn't searching like that. But I also didn't know, being here, I didn't know about school choice.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just thought you went to your home district or if you went to a private school, and that was that. Like, I didn't know there was other options.
Yeah. I think that's true for a lot of people. And I think that's why we're just now starting to crack the surface of the egg into like, hey, we're here. We're real public choice. You don't have to pay for it for tuition. We're funded by local
You get a laptop.
State tax dollars. You get to work on a brand new laptop. And you can wear your pajamas if you want.
Yeah.
Literally.